Hi, Founder fans. Jason here. Welcome to Founder of the Day. It's trivia time. As always, on Friday, we play trivia here at Founder of the Day. Anyone tuning in who's never been here, most of the week I put out content about the American Revolution. But as I said, it's Friday at 8:15 Eastern, where we play trivia. Everyone, thank you for coming. Let me know you're here as people start rolling in. Just say hi in the comments, because I'd like to make sure you're here to answer the questions before I start asking myself. I know most of the answers because I typed them in setting up the game, so that wouldn't be a lot of fun to watch me answer questions I literally just found out the answer to. But thank you for coming. We're gonna have some fun as always. I did put while we're getting to it, I did put a link in the description to our Discord channel. I know many of you were there. It hasn't been as active as it was, so I came up with an idea. And the idea is to give you guys some homework. And that homework is going to be one of the trivia games we play on Sporkle.com every week. And we're going to screenshot. I already did one there. Screenshot your score every week, and we'll see who gets the best score and whatnot. So hopefully you enjoyed that. Let's see. Let's get over here and start with the trivializing. We're starting out with kind of an easy one as people roll in. Those of you who have been here before, you know, usually it takes a few minutes for people to show up. So let's talk about Yorktown. What was the significance of the Battle of Yorktown? Go ahead and leave your comments in the description. No one sounded off that they're here yet, so I'm going to politic on this particular question for a little bit. I know some of you are watching. You just don't care to answer, and I understand that, making me squeamish a little bit. Maybe you guys got together and had a little meeting about not answering. Hi, Angela. Thank you for coming. I should be, I forgot to check exactly how far ahead I am. I shouldn't be too far ahead. Angela, it looks like it's just me and you playing right now, so if you want to let me know what you think about the Battle of Yorktown, I would be happy to discuss it with you. This is actually a multiple choice question, but this really should be one of the easier questions we get on this or any day of trivia. This should be one of the easier questions, which is why I'm getting it out of the way early, because as we know, people seem to roll in as the video goes on a little bit later, especially for our big grand finale where we try and answer every founder in the world. It seems like 243 members of the legislative branch. We will try and answer at the end of this discussion, although they are not here. So I'm going to go ahead and answer, because it seems like a slow day. It is a very nice day, of course. I'm going to go ahead and pop out this answer if I can find it. Where did it go? Answer number 1. That's right, Angela. End of the war. End of major hostilities. We seem to be pretty low on players this week. But that's probably because it just got nice. I don't know how it is where you are, Angela, but it is very hot in central New York. It's 90 degrees in May. That is not why I moved north, I assure you. All right. Well, let's play along now. So, next question. Did black soldiers fight the British or the Revolutionaries in the Revolutionary War? That's obviously a little bit of a typo there. Did black soldiers fight for the British or Revolutionaries during the Revolutionary War? You're in May right now, Angela. Is it hot there too? It's hot. I do not like 90 degrees. That's why I moved north. Is I do not like the heat. Hi, Lauren. Thank you for popping in, and thank you for hitting like. Yes, technically, black soldiers of the American Revolution did fight for both the British and the Patriots, and at times both the British and the Patriots told black soldiers they could not fight for them. I forgot to pop up the answer, but yes, both. Sometimes, kind of, maybe, a little bit. Unfortunately for the black soldiers, they would be permitted to fight, they would be kicked out. Sometimes slaves would be sent in the place of, or slaves would be offered their freedom. Free black people would be sent to the place of drafted white people who could pay them to serve in their stead. It was a very complicated situation, but in the end, yes, the answer is both. So let's move right along. Lauren, you did miss one question earlier. What is the significance of the victory at Yorktown? I feel like you know the answer to that question. Because people generally roll in a little bit slowly, I'm getting the easier ones out of the way. But let's go to the next question. Now, we're going to this trivia card from that game that I've been mentioning the last several weeks. There are 6 questions on this card. 3 are student, 3 are scholar. And we are focusing on the French and Indian War with this card today. So you can see on the screen next to me, the first question, or technically the third question today. Most American colonists fought for which country during the French and Indian War? Right off the bat, getting right into the meat and bones of the French and Indian War. Most American colonists fought for which country during the French and Indian War? The French and Indian War being very important and fairly related to the American Revolution. Hello there, Ashley. Welcome. Hi, Ashley. Welcome. And we're going to pop it on here. The answer is Britain. Angela, England is technically the same thing. They ran Britain essentially, but Great Britain was all over the world and England was technically one part of it. Wink, wink. And Lauren, I can see why you say France. Part of me thought it was a trick question also, because how many French people were in Canada that were colonists who were living in the Americas that fought in the war? But no, the answer is actually Britain. Most colonists in America fought for the British. The French colonies in Canada weren't super populated. Not that the American colonies were either, but they weren't nearly as populated as the American colonies, and there were fewer of them to boot. And the Native Americans certainly were not considered American colonists. But let's move right along. Let's get on to question number the 4th. I forgot to pop over to our other... Okay, after this question, we'll go over to the other part. Did the French and Indian War occur before, during, or after the American Revolution? Let me know. Did the French and Indian War occur before, during, or after the American Revolution? Ashley with before. Hi, everyone. Hi, Ashley. Angela coming in with before. We got a little bit of agreement there. Before, during, or after the Revolution. I'm waiting for... There it is. Lauren coming in with 1763, which would have been the end of the war. But yes, absolutely. The French and Indian War, also known... nope, I'm not skipping ahead. The French and Indian War did last from approximately, I think it was 1754 to 1763. So yeah, just 15 years before the American Revolution. A lot of the fallout of the French and Indian War led to some of the strife in the colonies, some of the taxation policies, some of the keeping of troops in America, because... why are we going to sail them anywhere else in the world? We don't have any other wars, and it's expensive to sail an army across the world. Let's just leave them there. So yes, the French and Indian War was very, very important. So real quick now, I'm going to bounce this over here to play a quiz that we haven't played yet. Now, I hope we don't need 10 minutes for this, but, well, you might see that number 56 is what we're looking for. But 56 what? Well, 56 signers of the Declaration of Independence. I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised it's taken us this long to play this particular game. So anyone just popping in, we're about to try and name the signers of the Declaration of Independence. We only need the last name. So I'm going to hit play quiz because I'm a few seconds ahead of you. I'm going to hit play quiz as soon as someone starts listing off names of signers of the Declaration of Independence. Anyone popping in? We're about to start. As soon as I start seeing names of Declaration of Independence signers, I'm going to go. Here we go. We got Adams. You guys, I just need the last name. Anyone popping in? You're new here. We're taking a break from our regular trivia to say the last names of Declaration signers. And Ashley's coming in hot. Angela with Hancock. That's going to be a correct answer. Oh, no S. Franklin, Lauren. Oh, Smith. Ashley's coming in real hot. Lee, Rush. Okay. There we go. Getting through Massachusetts, Pennsylvania pretty quick. We got Bartlett. Yes, that is New. Oh, everyone's coming in with Bartlett. And Carroll. New Hampshire getting its respect. Maryland. There's Hart. We got Gwinnett. We got a Gwinnett. Going once, going twice. Okay, here we go. All right, we got 13 out of 15. We're doing all right. Ooh, Braxton. Carter Braxton. Livingston. Oh, Jefferson. He's coming late in the game. For a pretty famous signer of the Declaration. We got Gary and we got Clark. Absolutely. These are all correct answers. I don't think we've had one incorrect answer yet. Don't let that hesitate you. If you get it wrong, you don't get punished. We just carry on. Floyd from my hometown. Absolutely. Payne. Yes, of Massachusetts. And Hancock, which I can't spell, apparently. Hancock. which we did already get. And Massachusetts is done. Let's see. Penn from Pennsylvania, from North Carolina. Absolutely not Pennsylvania. Hayward. Absolutely right. Hayward Jr. We got Hall. Yup. Sherman. Don't want to forget Sherman. He signed absolutely everything. Hopkins. Yes. Hopkins' son. Yes. Unrelated. Williams. I think so. No. Oh, but I do see Williams' son. Wait. Did we already do? Why is William... Williams, because it has two L's. That's why. I knew it was the right answer. Reed. Williams' son. Nope, not this one. Unfortunately, that's okay, though. Walcott. Reed. Oh, nope, just the one Reed on this document. Wilson. Rutledge. Yes, John Rutledge signed. Oh, Edward, I forgot. John Rutledge got home. His brother, Edward, signed it. Yes, there's a Morris on most documents. That's two correct answers. Livingston, and those Morrises are unrelated. Livingston is right. We already put it up there, though. Dick in son. No, famously did not sign the document. Clymer, I do believe, is right. And Packa, I also believe, is right. Well played. All right, we got plenty of time here, guys. Plenty of time here. Let's see. We got a few people from Pennsylvania. We got most of New Jersey and Connecticut. That's a pretty good start. Oh, is Lynch new? Did we do Lynch? So let's do Lynch because that was almost a father-son team, but the father got sick. Ross, absolutely. Rodney with his famous ride to sign, absolutely. Whipple, that is correct, from New Hampshire. We got 2 out of 3 in New Hampshire. We're doing pretty good on New Hampshire. Doing pretty good on most places, actually. We still need, Pendleton. Pendleton did not sign. He left a little bit early. I believe it was Edmund was the Pendleton. There were a few Pendletons involved. Hall is correct. We already entered that one in. McKee. Oh, if I can spell today. Oh, my spelling's not good today, guys. Oh, that could hold us back. Middleton. Okay, so we got Delaware, we got South Carolina, we got Massachusetts. All done and done. That's great. We are missing one person from Rhode Island. Sherman, I think we did get. He did sign everything. That's a correct answer every time. We are missing one from New Hampshire. We are missing one from Pennsylvania, who I believe is not actually associated with salt, but that might be a hint that reminds you of who he is. Joseph Hughes from North Carolina, absolutely. And Lewis, the last one from New York. New York is in. I'm not sure where Hears is. That's probably yes, George Wythe is correct. Hughes, yes, I think we just put Hughes in, absolutely. Stockton is definitely correct. Stone is another correct answer. There we go. Taylor? Taylor's son? Yes, George Taylor. Absolutely. Well played. And Hooper, I don't want to miss that because that's definitely a right answer too. There's North Carolina. Okay, all we got left is one from PA, one from New Hampshire, one from Rhode Island, one from Georgia, one from Jersey, one from Connecticut, one from Maryland. Okay, so any places that... Okay, Clark. Did we do Clark yet? Yeah, we already got Clark. That is a correct answer. Thornton, if you spelled it right, would be correct. New Hampshire's all done. Ross, I think we got. Hayward, I think we got. Okay, we're still looking for one from Pennsylvania. You know, scroll up real quick. Nope, we don't need one from Pennsylvania. I didn't type it in. Reed, wait. Oh, neither of the Reeds. There's no Reed on the declaration. I really thought there was. Okay, Huntington from Connecticut. Got Connecticut all done there. Clymer. Did we do Clymer? Yeah, we got Clymer. Cooper, I think we got. Oh, Chase. Did we do Chase? There it is. Maryland's all done. Button is Gwinnett. Button's the first name, and we did get Gwinnett. So, very close, Angela. Well played. Ellery, he's the one who sat there and watched everyone sign. We now have Rhode Island. There it is. Everyone's come through the Ellery at the same time. I like that. We are missing. Well, Cat's coming in. Give me that creaky door. We have 4 more. Rodney, I think we got. We are missing 1 from PA, 2 from Virginia, and 1 from Georgia. Walton. Did we do Walton yet? Nope. There's Georgia. All right. So we need 1 person from Pennsylvania, 2 people from Virginia. I think we did get Jefferson. He came in a lot later than I wanted him to, but yes. I'll give you a famous hint. Not related to singer, R&B singer Tony blank. Wither. Nope. We got with, which is probably where you're thinking about. Yeah, we do have with up there. Right down here. Let's see. 1 from PA. 2 from Virginia. Clark. We keep getting Clark. You guys really want to do Clark another time. But it only counts once. Again, there it is, Lauren. He gets my R&B references. Oh, I'm sorry. Nope, that was a good reference, but he's already there. So, okay, singer Ricky Blank. How's that? Yeah, it's a man, Ricky Blank. Harrison, there's one of them. Benjamin Harrison, 2 offspring would be presidents. Hopkins, well, 1 child and then a great-grandson would be presidents of the United States. So, Ricky Blank is my Virginia hint. And for Pennsylvania, if I'm being honest, I'm Lee. Did we get Lee? I think, yeah, we got Lee. We got both. There's 2 Lee brothers in there. If I'm being honest, I'm having trouble figuring out who that. There it is. There it is, Angela. Ricky Nelson was my hint for Thomas Nelson Jr. And I am honestly blanking on the last person. The person from Pennsylvania, Matthews. I think the Matthews we were thinking of is from New Hampshire. It was signed. I think Matthews signed the articles, if I'm not mistaken. Lewis, I think we got. Yeah, Pennsylvania. We got Dr. Rush. We got Morse. We got Robert Morse. We got Clymer. We got. Well, yeah, we got everyone. We got Taylor. Taylor's up there. Pinckney is from South Carolina. I want to look back to see if there's. Like you guys said, McKean. Oh yeah, McKean's from Delaware. What am I thinking? But I want to say it starts with an M. Johnston. Oh, it is Morton. Well done, Angela. We did it. We did it. I gave you the Morton Salt hint so long ago. I thought we had already gotten it. Excellent. Well played, team. We officially know between the, 3 of us playing, you guys know the signers of the Declaration of Independence. Well done. Anyone just signing in, we just ran through the signers of the Declaration of Independence, but not to worry, we got more questions to ask. Lots more trivia to come. So let's do that trivia. We already completed that question. Question number the 5th today, and we are going off this card. We are still going off of questions regarding the French and Indian War, which is important to the American Revolution. What country won the French and Indian War? This one might seem a little bit easy, but the first 3 questions on this card are for students, and then the next 3 are for scholars. Now, this actually gives you 2 choices to pick from, but I feel like that's even a little bit easier for our group here. Hey, Troy, thanks for popping by. We just listed, we went through Sporkle, which we do for the Declaration signers. So if you want to catch up after the show and repeat, go ahead and play over there. Let's see. The answer is yes. They said Britain. I think technically Lauren's right. It's Great Britain. And Troy is not wrong with England, but the Welsh would say you were. So keep that in mind, if you will. Let's move right along. That's all right, Troy. No big deal. No big deal. In fact, we'll probably forget in our big event at the end some of those names that we already said. So you can help us out by remembering those names. Next question. What was the French and Indian War called in Europe? Europe, where the Europeans live. What do they call the French and Indian War? What did they call it? And I guess essentially, what do they still call it? Few answers coming in already. Angela and Troy with 7 Years' War. And Ashley's coming through. We get 7 Years' War. See, I feel like this is a fairly common known question. Yes, the answer is 7 Years' War. Now, I want to point out, you see that apostrophe after the word years? It says that on this card. I didn't have time to look it up, or truthfully, I forgot to look it up. But I'm I'm I was really confused about that apostrophe. I don't know if it's a mistake or if it's supposed to have the apostrophe. Is it plural years that also own the war? Like the war is owned by the years? It's 7 years, and those years have the war. Is that? Let me know in the comments. It seems very peculiar to me. But let's move on with the question while you guys are doing that. That's a that's grammatical trivia, and on this channel we're not going to hang around on grammar for too long. All right. Uh, Most Native Americans fought for what country during the French and Indian War? This question is itself a little deceiving. That's how the Welsh say it. Yes, fair enough. We are now playing Welsh American Revolution trivia. Angela coming through with an answer. I'm going to give you guys another second. See if you can decide what country you think the Native Americans fought on during the French and Indian War. Troy also coming through with an answer. Similar answers to the same question. And I'm going to pop up the answer, assuming I'm just a little bit out of coin flip. They fought with France. So the card says yes, France. In general, it's the French and Indian War. Again, most of the world calls it the 7 Years' War. In fact, Winston Churchill called it the First World War. But here in the United States, we call it the French and Indian War because that's who the Americans were fighting. And we named it as colonists. When I say we, the colonists named the war after their enemies, which doesn't make a lot of sense in my book, but that is what happened. To be fair, there were also Native Americans fighting with the British and Americans. As always, the Native Americans were divided. And truthfully, the country the Native Americans were fighting for was their own from their perspective. If we really want to get down to brass tacks, the Native Americans, especially the ones in upstate New York that saw the majority of the fighting, were fighting to keep their own land. And their relationship with the French indicated that the French would basically let them live the way they wanted to, as opposed to the British, who, well, after the war, the king drew the proclamation line and tried to let them live how they wanted, and that ended with certain colonists throwing a revolution. So, didn't unfortunately work out for the Native Americans either way. Do another question here. Who was the highest ranking American-born officer fighting for the British forces during the French and Indian War? Just to repeat, who was the highest ranking American-born officer fighting during the French and Indian War? I did not know the answer to this question. I do know it now because I've typed it in. But I did not know it at the time. Ashley and Troy coming through with both not sure, but it certainly seems like Washington. And Lauren with a fantastic answer. General Herkimer is a great guess. I'm waiting. I'm trying to politic for a second. I'm going to see if Angela throws out an answer. Waiting for everyone to get their chance in here. And while I do, I will reveal that it was indeed George Washington. I did not know this. As soon as I read it on the card, it makes a lot of sense. Washington had already had, well, he was a younger officer and didn't have the highest rank in the world, but he had essentially started the war out at Fort Necessity, aka modern Pittsburgh, essentially. And he doesn't have the highest rank in the world. I believe he's only a colonel at this point, but you know, he was fighting alongside the British Army. So, yeah, George Washington. Herkimer's a fantastic guess, Lauren. I didn't even think of that, but it makes a lot of sense. He was one of the leaders in New York, where a lot of the fighting was going down. Well, Herkimer's a great guess, Lauren. You should continue to guess Herkimer a lot. Alrighty then, let's get down to our next card. It's going to be one of these What Happened Here cards. And this question is, what happened in Charleston, South Carolina on April 8th, 1780? And yeah, there's supposed to be an L in the word Charleston. but there's not, because this is my second typo this week, which is really weird because I had extra time today. I was just hanging around. Actually, this is the only room that has an AC unit in it, so I spent I came up extra early to do my work today. And I didn't get it right. I guess that cool AC air, which is now turned off, and the cat opened the door, so I will probably be beat red by the time we're done with this. I'm just waiting a second for you guys to throw out some answers. I see Ashley saying Battle of Charleston. Angela saying Siege, and Troy saying Siege of Charleston. And I'm trying to buy time for everyone, but yes, and Lauren saying he doesn't know. So, okay, fair enough. The answer is the Siege of Charleston. I know we like to default to Battle of Charleston, Ashley, but the appropriate answer is Siege of Charleston. Actually, it's the beginning of the Siege of Charleston. It lasts for, I believe, not quite a week, April 8th, not quite a month. I mean, no, it lasts about a month. The surrender is May 12th. So, and the difference between a battle and a siege is pretty important. You know, a battle is when you meet on the field, you shoot at each other, a bunch of people get killed, someone kills more people and takes more prisoners. A siege is one unit or army is in a fort or a city in this case, and the other one surrounding it. There's not a lot of shooting. They're basically starving you out. And that is more or less what happened. Unfortunately for Benjamin Lincoln, who was the general in charge, was the general in charge of Charleston. He had never been in a siege war before. It was fairly uncommon. This is more of a Middle Ages tactic. Although that did happen up in Boston, I should note, the siege of Boston for the first year of the war. And also at that point, Charleston's defenses were all worn down. It just wasn't built up enough. And he takes 5,500 people are taken prisoner after this. So it's a pretty important battle. It was one of arguably the biggest defeat for the Americans in the war. Arguably. I would say the morale, whatever the opposite of a boost is, was very significant. Yes, you are hungrier after the siege. Absolutely. Usually the reason you give up the siege is hunger. So we're going to end today with our, not end quite yet, but our last trivia question is going, at least from the cards, is going to be a true or false question from our Constitution cards. True or false, the First Amendment guarantees an absolute right of free speech. Hi, Nick. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for coming. Excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of water while you guys answer. I have a little bit of a toothache on the side. That's why I had to bring back my ugly water bottle, because I got to get the water on one side till I get to the dentist, who's then going to send me to a specialist, and it's going to take forever. I'll be all right. And the answer is false with an exclamation point. And I put the exclamation point because I'm going to read the brief part of this card. Although the First Amendment protects freedom of speech, the courts have ruled that there are legitimate limits to that freedom. The government may ban libel, restrict obscenity, and punish words that present a, quote, clear and present danger. The government can also regulate speech through specific rules limiting the time, place, or manner in which it is made. And I think the first part that's really important is libel. Freedom of speech was important in libel suits. There was a gentleman named Andrew Hamilton who was an important lawyer before Alexander Hamilton was even in America in the early to mid 1700s, who won an important case regarding libel that said, if you're saying something bad about someone and it's true, then they can't sue you. And that was important to the creation of freedom of speech. But if you're slandering someone and it's not true, you could be sued, and essentially meaning it would be illegal. The other one, people might get upset about if we discuss too deeply. So I'm not going to get too into it. I will also note, fun fact, the whole you can't shout fire in a theater thing, that's never actually happened, that someone ran into a theater and shouted fire and everyone ran out. There was actually the argument made when Eugene V. Debs was running for president for the 5th time. They arrested him because he was a socialist during World War I. because he was saying we shouldn't be in this war, and they were saying that he was basically yelling fire in a theater, but what he was actually doing was yelling we shouldn't be in World War One while they were in World War One, and he was arrested for that. And he ran for president for the 5th time from jail. Astonishingly, he lost again, but Eugene V. Debs is a very interesting character. I really, really suggest you guys look up him if you don't want to study the Revolution for a few minutes. You'll try what? Actually yelling fire in a theater? Please don't. I absolutely do not condone that behavior. We live in a polite society. Now, there is one more thing. I came up with another idea for another game we can play before we go into our rock and roll round. And I was a little curious if you could tell me, who were the signers of the Constitution from Virginia? I'm going to put down a countdown. 1 minute. Let me know. Who were the signers of the Constitution from the United States of Virginia? Oh, we're already down 10 seconds. I'm a little ahead of you guys. So you guys better start running here. Give me some names. I will say, oh, there's one. We got one. Angela getting out Madison. Nick, one at a time. But yeah, George Washington. And I'll give you one more hint. There's less people than you might think. No, actually, Thomas Jefferson was in France when the Constitution was signed, but that's a great guess. There are again, my hint is there are less people. Hi, Ginger, welcome to the game. And no, not Randolph. There were, I will say, let me pull this up over here. There were, where's Virginia? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 delegates who went to the convention. But there were only 3 who signed the document. I don't believe Randolph, let me see, let me pull it back up. Edmund Randolph attended the Constitutional Convention. Oh, time ran out. Whammy. Edmund Randolph is a good guess. With also attending the Constitution, both Randolph. Okay. The answer is John Boy. Very surprising. I know. Kind of a rando. He spent most of his career in Virginia. Did not do a lot outside Virginia until he was sent to the Constitutional Convention. And then just 2 years later, George Washington would appoint him as an inaugural member of the United States Supreme Court. He was an original Associate Justice of the Supreme Court. Randolph attended, and in fact, James Madison's plan, aka the Virginia Plan, the delegates actually called the Randolph Plan because he is the one who presented it on the first day. George Wythe was there for most of the time. It's arguable whether or not he would have signed, but his wife fell ill, and he actually leaves about a month earlier. Lastly, there was one more delegate who did not sign. Oh, Mason, George Mason also refused to sign. Randolph and Mason were there for the signing. They, along with Massachusetts, Elbridge Gerry, refused to sign the document. There was also James McClurg was there, who didn't sign it. He left in August also for personal reasons, much like what's the name of it? And as for much like White did. As for Blair, he attended every single session. He never made one speech and never joined a single committee. He was just sat there quietly and listened diligently. And then when they went back to Virginia, he quietly encouraged people to support the Constitution. And then he was quietly sat there and listened while he was an Associate Justice of the Supreme Court for the first 7 years of the United States. Fun facts. We're having fun here. If you guys want to hit like, that would be amazing, because we are about to do our whammy slammy grand finale. Now, for those of you who are tuning in a little bit late, or is a baby who doesn't want to go to sleep next door, sorry for that. And we reviewed the signers of the Declaration of Independence. There were only 3 of us at the time. We got all 56. Also, before we get into the good stuff, which anyone who's popping in never been here before, I think most of you have been here before, but if you haven't, we're about to play a really fun game. I do want to note, I'm going to give you guys some homework. We haven't been super active in our Discord channel recently, and I want to encourage more activity. So, I'm going to give you homework. I created a homework channel in the Discord channel. And the homework, there are 2 things you can do. You go to sporkle.com and you type in Founding Fathers Legislative Branch, which is the game we're about to play, or you could type in Declaration of Independence Signers, which we already played. And I want you guys to play at least once this week and take a screenshot of your score and put it up. And we'll see who gets the best score this week. Now, so that we're not flooding it too much, limit to 1 score per day. Okay? So go ahead, rock and rooter. When you get a chance this week, you got some free time, play either of those games, send it over to the Discord channel. There is a link in the description for it. It's called Sporkle. Let me see. Let me pop over here. You can see it at the top right there. Sporcle. It's a lot of fun. It's a very fun website. Truthfully, Sporkle actually has, you can do like movies, geography, music, like literally anything you can think of. I mean, they have this laundry list of founders. It's just on there. So it's really fun to waste a lot of time on. But go over there, play one of the founder games, screenshot it, join the Discord channel, and we'll talk about who gets the best score this week. So that'll be fun. But until then, we're going to play together. Now, this next game, I'm going to remind you, we are naming every member of the legislative branch. It's not every single founder. It's not even everyone in the Continental Congress. But what we're about to do, for anyone just popping in, we are going to name every founder we possibly can who was at the First Continental Congress, signed the Declaration, signed the Articles of Confederation, attended the Constitutional Convention, or was a member of the First Congress, which means House of Representatives or Senate in 1789. There are 243 names. We have 20 minutes to do so. I will remind you further that last week I missed one, so we basically got 242 last week. Now, I do hope we can get 243. Part of the problem last week was I could not keep up with you guys typing. I will also remind you, one name at a time. It's the only way I'll even pretend to keep up with you guys. And we will do it. We are going to do it this week. Oh, no, Troy. Oh, dinner at 6. That was an hour and that was 3 hours ago. So bye. Now, before you start typing, I'm going to take a sip of water. Or gulps, big gulps of water, because I'm about to type for 20 straight minutes. Bye, Troy. Thank you for coming. I'll move this out of the way. And I am ready when you are. As soon as I see a name, I'm going to click the button. I'm waiting. Here I go waiting. I am a few seconds ahead of you guys. Oh, Ashley coming in with Hamilton. Oh, you know what, Troy? I'm going to put yours in because you're leaving. Pendleton and Klingon. Well played. Hamilton, Washington, Van Rensselaer, Jefferson. That's right. We want to get the big 6 out of the way. All right, Ashley, you got him in. Franklin, Randolph, Ames, Rutledge. Nope, with an R. Rutledge, Madison, Monroe, Franklin, I think we just did. Bourne. Nope. Nice try. Sylvester or J. Nice. Stanton. Adams. Dwayne. Robert. Joe. Sumter. Smith. Bourne. Oh, that's how you spell it. Lansing. Lawrence. Pinkney. Yates. Robert. Oh, we just did. Great. Ward. Lee. Giles. Leaves a bunch of them. Griffin. Pierce. Jay, I think we did. Schuyler. Vining. Keeping up with you so far. Lawrence. Oh, nope. Lawrence. Martin. Nice. Sturgis. Sturgis with an ES. Wingate. Scott. Hughes. Coles. Lewis. Keeping up with you guys today. Hanson, Mason, Whipple, Hawthorne, Hawthorne with an E. Hawthorne didn't work. Is there a different way to spell it? Gwinnett, Rhodes with an H. Wolcott, Biddle. Angela Bidders? I think you mean Biddle. Good guess. Age. Ashley, I'm not sure. Oh, Page. Okay. Sedgwick. Biddle. Okay, you got it. Ash. Sorry, Angela. I didn't mean to correct you when you already corrected yourself. I can only do what I can do. Leonard, Morris, Sylvester, we just did. Holton, Steelstone, Hart, Maclay, Strong, Dickinson, Whipple. That's my potty humor, making me giggle. Stockton, Hooper, yes. Sherman, Monroe, Oh, we already did Monroe. Okay. Bannister, Good, Hugh, Dwayne. That's a great name. Hopkins. Oh, Dwayne, we must have done. Hopkins. Do we do? Ward Hopkinson. Oh, we must have done Ward Hopkinson. Williams. Walker. Steele. Must have done Steele. Williamson. Coates. Oh, Johnson. Scudder. Giles. Johnston. Bassett. Hawkins, Housestone, Hudson, Elmer, Houston, Hathorne. Oh, okay. Oh, it's easier to spell than Hawthorne. Harrison, Huger. Oh, must have done Huger. Gary, Ellery, Grout. I love that name. Rush. Keep it up, you guys. Stay. We're doing pretty good. Hey, bud, you want to go sit in the bed?
I thought the AC was still on.
No, I had to turn it off for the video.
It actually wasn't on.
Okay. Can't turn it on right now. Can you go sit in the bed, dude? Witherspoon, Lewis. I'm right in the middle of my work, bud. Trumbull, Broom, Jefferson, Griffin. We got a friend in here looking for the AC. Hayward. I'm talking to the people I'm making the view for. Can you go find Mom, bud? Please. Tucker, McKean, Carroll, Mifflin. I don't know how to explain. I'm in the middle of something we've all looked forward to all week. Payne, Ingersoll, Bedford, Dana. Go find Mom, bud. Hartley,
I did.
Reed,
Why?
Dean, Reed, Dickinson, Jackson, Martin, Peyton, Galloway, Morton, Mifflin. Ames. I need you to go talk to Mom right now, please.
Why?
Outside, because I'm doing my video right now. Mercer.
I can't.
Langworthy.
Keep putting more of the bed.
And some of it do your internet, dude. Dayton, Chase, Hanson, oh, Bloodworth, Ellsworth, Blair, Wentworth, Johnson. Johnson, I think we did. Hillman, Ellery, I think we did. Wadsworth. Dayton. Anyone just popped in? We are naming all of the founders of the American Revolution we possibly can. Jennifer. Gail. Telfair. Great one. Ames. Do we do? Yeah. Sherman? I don't know. No, we almost missed Sherman. Good one, Lauren. St. Clair. I was thinking that earlier. Matthews. Somehow I'm keeping up with you guys today. Okay. Taking a little break. It's all right. We're doing really well. Wilson, Benson, Henry, Biddle. I think we did Biddle. Yep, that's all right. Okay, the first one. Morton, Smith, Gadsden, Lee, Reed. I think we got Hancock. Oh, we almost missed Hancock. Payne, we got Dean. Good one. Oh, did we do that? Reed, Rutledge. Dwayne, Jennifer, Lawrence, Pinkney, Blount, nice, Harrison, Hensley, McHenry, nice, Hart. Okay, we got Hart. Do we get the other one with the little thing at the beginning of Hart? Also, what happens when something tastes boring? Has no taste. It's Henry. Rush. Braxton. Yeah, when something has no taste, it's blah, blah, blah. With. Nice. Dehart. There it is, Ashley. Bland. There you go. You guys like that hint. Foster. Hall. Okay, okay. Hughes. I think that's Lewis. Yep. Ellery. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Oh, Secretary of the Congress. Who was Secretary of Continental Congress the whole time? Hayward. Stone. Wright. Hooper. Humphreys. Lee, we got. I see right in front of me. Cadwallader. Morris. Huntington. Lynch. Livingston. Oh, got Livingston. Oh, King. We get King. Nice. Dickinson. Yep, we got Dickinson. Okie dokie. Again, who is the Secretary of the Congresses? That's a really important one. Benson. Wilson. Nelson. There he is. Jackson. Reed Hall. We got Reed and Hall. Right, we got Reed. Yeah. Another Pennsylvania. Two Pennsylvania signers for the Declaration. We've been having trouble with Pennsylvania today. Rodney, yes. Walton, great. Morton, I think we got. Langdon, nice. Gilman, Chase. Thornton, nice. And good one. With Clerg. Back? No. Blount. Spate. Moore, yes. Packer we just did. Smith, Hartley. Gorm's a good one. Huge. Gorham. Baldwin. Hooper. Just keep going at me with Hooper. I'll do it again, but Burke. Nice. Do we get it? Mr. Ross. Goldsboro. Great name. Gunn. Bedford. Just did Penn. Few. Walton, I think we did. Hopkinson. Yep, got it. Rearly. Sinnickson. Bassett. Got Bassett. Wisner. Yep, there it is. Bartlett. Nice. Broom. Floyd. Livermore. Hey, Misfit, welcome to the team. I should have realized before. Butler. Pierce. Is it Pierce? Oh, okay. Must have gotten Pierce. Lynch. Harrell. Can't spell. Roll. Chase. Clark. Scott. Oh, Clark. You guys said Clark so many times on the other one. Waited this long here. Collins. Patterson. Parker. King, I think we got. Bourne, we did get. It took a while, but we spelled it right. Blount. Hanson. Warren. RV. Davy. Wincoop. Wow, good one. Dewar. Keeping up with you guys somehow. Dyer, yes. Sturgis. I think we did Sturgis, yeah. We got Sturgis earlier. Bannister. Thompson, there he is. Thank you, Angela. I was really worried we weren't going to get the guy who really shouldn't be here because never actually was elected to the legislative branch. He was just hired by it. Mitchell, nope. Every week, actually. It's never going to work. Okay, Herring. Maclay. We just tried Carroll again, I think. Yeah. The Hart we got earlier. Middleton. That's probably two. Anton. Not very good at whisper, but McKean. Clymer. Izzard. Patterson, I think we got. Wisner, we got. Grayson, I don't think we got. Yes. Black is not one. White is, as is brown. Leonard. Nope. Wait. Leonard. Leonard. Okay, we must have done Leonard, because it's definitely a right answer. Holton. Wilson. Hosmer. Harvey. Got. Ingersoll. Scudder. Marchant. Telfair, I think we got, yeah, way at the beginning. Walker. Marchant, you guys coming through at the same time. All right. All right, we're closing in. We got 22 more. We have a declaration signer from Pennsylvania. We've been having trouble with those today. Right. Rensselaer, we got. Winnett, I think we got. Mercer, yes. Sevier, Chase. Oh, Patriot leader of the Stamp Act Congress. Had a sister named Mercy. Trumbull from Connecticut. Okay. First Continental Congress from New York just did this one. Guy died. I don't know. Ash. Rhodes, do we do? Yeah, we got Rhodes. Got a lot of New York. We just need two First Continental Congressmen. Let's see. Rush. Got Sturgis. Huger. King. Okay. Patriot leader from Massachusetts. Is a real important guy. Gets struck by lightning. Freeze. Booted, no, absolutely. Otis, there it is, Misfit. Well played. Really. That's a really important name to know. Hayward. Like, he's so important that he doesn't do anything with the Continental Congress at all. Technically, he shouldn't be here. And they still find a way to put him on there. I did Hayward, right? Hayward. Muhlenberg is probably two. Harnett. Nice. Leonard. Yeah, we must have done it because it won't go through. Grout, I think we got. Davy, I think we got. All right, South Carolina's done. Jersey, we have two guys from Jersey in the First Continental Congress. Rodney, we got. Martin, I think we got. Bourne, we definitely got. Lowe, nice. Win, Coop. Got Scott. Hopkins. Parker. There it is. Borum. That's one of the guys we were looking for from New York. Well played. Connecticut's all done. We need two guys from Maryland. Sumter is going to be a right answer. Oh, did we already do it? Sumter? Wow, we already got that. Tucker, I think we got. Yeah. Partridge. We did not get Hamilton. Whoa, would have been terrible to miss that. Crane. Nice. Ames, I think we got. Cushing, I don't think we got. I guess we did. Okay. Cini. Kinsey. Conti. Oh, we're on a roll. Few. Okay, great. Great. Butler. Paco, we definitely got. All right. All right, Delaware. We need an article signer from Delaware. Giles. Hanson. That was the name I was just thinking of. I think we did get that. Baldwin. Oh, Caswell. Nice. And there's North Carolina. Well done. New Hampshire. We need a First Continental Congress delegate from New Hampshire. I just did a video about the two guys who went to the First Continental Congress from New Hampshire last Monday. I will be doing one about Massachusetts this Monday. Dickinson, we definitely got, yeah. So for anyone who watches any of my videos, I'm having trouble with the name now because I said, oh, Gilman is Folsom. There it is. Thank you, Misfit. You get an extra special bonus point today. Okay, we're doing good. We need 6 more in 3 minutes. We can do this. An article signer. Okay, Edwards. No. Stevens. No. Stevens. No. We need an article signer from Delaware. We need a congressman in the first Congress from Massachusetts and a senator in the first Congress from Massachusetts. We still need a declaration signer from Pennsylvania. We should be able to get that out. Congressman from Pennsylvania. Sykes? Sykes? No, is that how you spell? Holton? No. Jones. No, there's no Jones. A declaration signer from Pennsylvania. Mercer? Did we do that one? We're so close, guys. Oh, man. Yeah, we got DeWitt. Not one. Thorne. We got Benson. No, we got the early guys, I think. Franklin. Hamilton. Washington. Adams. Jay. Madison. Galloway. Nope, got him. Sylvester. Yeah, we got Sylvester earlier. Morris, we got. Declaration signer from Pennsylvania, guys. We should be able to whammy this one out. I'm a little lost for it, I'll be honest with you, so I'm having trouble giving hints. We need that Ross, I think we got. We also need a congressman from Pennsylvania. And it seems to be pretty much it. We need some guys from Massachusetts, guys from Pennsylvania. Thornton, we got Taylor, I think we. Oh, Taylor, there it is, Ashley. You nailed it. Well done. Well done. We only got 30 seconds left, and we need 5 more names. It's not looking good for the good guys. Lovell, we did not get. Hartley, got. Okay, Congressman from Pennsylvania, someone from Massachusetts. Oh, 10 seconds left. Oh, no. Oh, Langworthy. Ramsey. I couldn't get it in. Womp, womp, womp. Okay, well, we fell 4 short this day. Which is a little bit of a downgrade from last week, but somehow not as disappointing. We have Daniel Heister, congressman in the first Congress from Pennsylvania. We have Tristram Dalton from Massachusetts. Actually, I'm going to tell you to remember that because usually I throw Dalton in with Dayton and Drayton. You seem to have taken my name association game. So Dayton, Drayton, Dalton. Thatcher. Maybe we didn't do it. That's one of those names we usually get. I usually confuse it with Partridge, actually. It's all right, Misfit. These things happen, and there's got to be another name down here we missed. Oh, Van Dyke from Delawares. And that's it. And those are names we've gotten other times. Those are not the names we missed last week. And this is the problem with the game. The problem is that we are going to forget 1 or 2 names every week. From here on out, it's going to be different names because for the last several weeks we've covered every name, just not every name every time. So good luck. Good luck with that. As I said, for those of you who came in a little bit late, I just started a new thing on the Discord channel to try and get more communication going over there. I just started a homework section. And this week's homework is to play either this game or the Declaration of Independence signers game. Screenshot your score and paste it in the homework section of the Discord channel. There's a link to Discord down below. If you're not there, it's free to sign up. You just enter your email and create a username, you know what I mean, and then you can chit chat with us all week long. Ashley and Misfit, especially Misfit, have been really destroying it when it comes to the memes, the American Revolution memes. So check that out. Oh, you know what's funny, Lauren? I actually noticed it was the 21st. I knew it was 21/21, you know, May 21/21. I did not put the rest of that together. That's awesome. Because there's not a lot of those left. Like, even growing up as a kid in, like, high school, I was like, you know, January 1st, 2001. I was like, 111, that's cool. And I really, like, paid attention. But now we're kind of done with that. There's no 21st month. Cool. You guys did great today. I had a lot of fun. I hope you had some fun. I will be off for the weekend and then coming back at you on Monday, where I am going to be talking about the first Continental Congress delegates from Massachusetts. So while you're on your way out, hit like. I would really appreciate that. That's a huge help for the channel. If you're new here, subscribe. I feel like most of you have been here. Those of you who hang around to the very end generally have been here, although we've been picking up people along the way. So thank you guys all for coming, being part of the team, having so much fun. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I will be back with you on Monday, and I will leave you with Peacefield.